Do you think Winter's a hypocrite?
I definitely think Winter is a hypocrite. So I tweeted this on May 22nd. So this is the day after our second episode aired. And the reasons.
Oh, you got props too?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well.
There's a new host.
Oh,
There's a new show.
I thought it was a Quicksilver show, but go ahead, Ashley.
I'm Ashley's husband.
It's now the aggressive Ashley show.
It was a pleasure. First of all, my name is Tishelle, and thank you for taking the time to speak with Urban Bridges. We very much appreciate that. You have easily become my favorite, so I'm so excited. Oh, you know that. I'm so excited to be speaking with you. So we can go ahead and jump right into it. What made you join Love and Marriage DC?
I am actually one of the few people who I feel I can admit I've wanted to do reality TV for a while. So when the opportunity was presented, I was a little apprehensive because I had been down the road of reality TV auditions before. But, I looked at this as a brand new franchise. I always said that if I went on a show, I would always want to go in first season. I wouldn't ever want to come in, because first seasons, everybody got their favorites. And I'm not saying that seldomly do, people come in third, fourth season ever become like the big name of the show. It happens sometimes. But I was like, I always wanted to go on first season. So I was like, okay, this is a brand new show based around us and two other couples. I was like, this is the perfect opportunity for us, and that's basically it.
Right now, with DJ Silva being one of the top DJs in the DC area, and now as you're speaking that you wanted to do reality, how do you feel like that prepared you for reality TV?
I have said before, I feel like that is one of the differences between me and a lot of other people, except for like a show maybe like that focuses more on like women who are married to athletes or entertainers. We've been under scrutiny before. So I didn't really come in fearing. I knew what would happen, like with social media and people having their opinions and things like that. I expected it. I wasn't blind to it. I knew people were going to talk shit. People have talked shit about me before. I knew it was going to happen. So I feel like that kind of prepared us for it. But as much as I have wanted to do reality TV, Quick has always been kind of the opposite. So other shows that I was approached about, the focus would have been more on me and the women, and husbands are kind of in and out. With this show, I was like, he's going to say no, because this is about us, our marriage. The focus will be on him. He is a full-time cast member. But, I weighed him down. It didn't really take a lot for me to weigh him down, though, as much as I thought. I was like, I'm going to have to beg him. I'm going to have to cry. I'm going to have to, put on a whole show in production. And I really did.
Speaking facts.
I'm speaking to delivery at the vegan dinner.
That's not delivery. Delivery, it doesn't matter how I deliver it. I can deliver it to you from Pizza Hut, Domino's. It don't matter how it was delivered.
And that's fine, but do I have to agree with the delivery?
It's not, you don't have to, you can agree with the words. The words are, how are you a relationship
If you
coach?
deliver me a pizza from Domino's, do I have to like how it's delivered? I may not like the pizza. I may not like the pepperoni that's on my cheese pizza.
Are you getting a hot dog? The pizza's a pizza.
But I may not like it.
Let Ashley go. Let it go, Carl.
I'm just saying.
No, but listen, because now I'm hungry. So.
Okay, well, let's jump right into this question. The argument with Winter on the reunion. We Quick took some heat over how angry he got and how upset he got, and even the word bitch was thrown out there. We don't necessarily feel like he was intending to call her that, and so we understand.
He didn't. That's the thing. Everybody on the stage, including Snowflake, knows that he was not calling her a bitch. He even says it. It's right there in black and white to read. They put the caption up because sometimes production will try to play you. And I was like, they had our back on that one, because Quick said, I'm not calling her a bitch. He was talking to a friend of Snowflake's that has said more than once on social media that he knows me and Quick, he knows us in real life, he knows all this stuff about us, and me and Quick both are like, we have never met you before, sir, like ever in life. So at first it was fine and dandy, and then he started calling me Miss Ashley. So since Sis wants to bring the heat with me, I'm going to give it right back. And we were expecting for him to accompany her there, because he was in, we shot in LA and he was in LA with her. So we thought he was there. We wanted him to be there. We very much wanted to address him and everything that he had to say because we knew Snowflake was going to backpedal in him and Hall. But, you know, sir, we've never met you before and you're not even on payroll. So don't, like, this has nothing to do with you. It's beyond your pay grade.
Wonderful. Now, I'm glad you cleared that up because we get that. So just in a general sense, and I mean, I even seen you kind of try to calm him down a little bit. What is your view?
Because the thing is, I never want my husband arguing with a woman. It looks like you look like a bitch. Even after we were done, I said to him, I was like, I wish you would have just shut the fuck up because I had it. So everybody's like, oh, you were trying to restrain your husband. For me, this was more of chill the fuck out. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. And that's what my question was. What is your view on men in a general arguing with women? I didn't take it that he was, but
yeah, no, I hate it, and I hate that it can be perceived like that. And anybody who does receive it like that, I completely understand. But at the same token, it's a difference if she and I were arguing about whatever, a shirt. But we are arguing because you are throwing out things about him. Like, so he is allowed to take up for himself and to feel some type of way that you are constantly saying you are hearing rumors about him. Like, so to anybody like, oh, it's not that serious. I say this, if he was cheating and you talk about he cheating, I'm gonna be mad. If he's not cheating and you on here keep talking about he cheating, I'm gonna be mad. Like, I don't understand what's so hard for people to like kind of grasp that in their mind. Like, if somebody's accusing you of something that you're not doing, yes, you're going to be upset. And it's not like they said it once. This has been going, like, we started filming in January. It's about to be August. This has been going on all year with this. We recorded it. We thought we were over the issue. We thought everything was fine and dandy. Social media, once the show replays out, like, so much more has happened. And it's like, I think that for her, she thought that she was acting on a sitcom TV show. And that at cut, people thought we were actors. And I'm like, no, bitch, this is my real life. And that's why I was so, every time she would say like she didn't want to talk about her first husband because that's her children's father. And she throws around children, saying children a lot. Your kids are fucking grown, okay? But that's her playing into wanting sympathy. Your kids are in college and 20-something years old, okay? And you don't want to put out the business that they daddy was fucking their nanny. I didn't put that out. So I just always thought like, girl, like we have real lives too. Like I actually have actual children who are minors and they watch the show. They don't like you either.
Okay, what was the hardest part about having your marriage put on reality TV?
Just people thinking that they know everything about you. I've read somewhere one of the comments or something that says something like, oh, they think that being a wife is beyond being respected. And I was like, are y'all watching this show? Y'all think me of all people just let people walk around disrespecting me and I'm just sitting back like, like, do I give you that at all? No. Anybody can get it, quick included. So when I just feel like people like to tell you who you are. Like I hadn't been on Twitter in years because I remember I just feel like Twitter is mean and I can take the shit. And if I feel like it's mean, I'm like, it's a lot. So once I got back on Twitter and people would be talking like, no, you think this and I'm like, are you telling me what I think, sis? I don't think that. I don't feel that. I never even thought that. So I think that has been the hardest thing. And there are times when I know people always tell you like, don't read the comments. It's much easier said than done. Sometimes I read them, I ignore them. Sometimes I read them, I start texting, tweeting back. And then I say, you know what? Let's erase, let's take it back. And then sometimes I say, send motherfucker, because you will get it today.
What is one of the best parts about having your relationship and your life on reality TV?
I really think that Quick and I on the show, we really show that we are like friends. And so many people ask me like, how do we stay married? And I tell people all the time, like, Of course, you're supposed to love your spouse, love them, yes, but you have to like them. Like, I like hanging out with Quick. Quick likes being around me. He values my opinion. I value his opinion. I like talking to him. I like just sitting in silence with him. Because love, yeah, you might love somebody, but there are a bunch of people in our lives that we've loved or loved, and we'll never want to deal with them again. When you like somebody and you got to deal with them every day, when they ugly, when they breath stink, like, I gotta like you to be able to put up with all of that for the rest of my life.
You guys definitely, from the outside looking in, seem like, obviously everyone's marriage is different, but the most solid partnership on the show. And so kudos to you guys for displaying that, for sure.
That's a compliment. I love that.
Of course. Tell us, why should we tune in to Love and Marriage DC? And why should there be a season 2?
You should tune into Love and Mercy DC, because there is not a show where I feel that couples are as vulnerable talking about real life relationship stuff. From me talking about my depression, Quick talking about, him losing his parents so young, even with Chris opening up about how he doesn't feel like he needs to satisfy Monique sexually because he has learned from sex from porn, which a lot of men think that sex is supposed to be all about the men. You get yours. If you don't, whatever, and it's so much more to marriage than just issues that people have in marriage other than infidelity. Like, some marriages are going through that, some are not. People have money issues, people have mental issues, people have controlling issues. There are so many different issues that marriages have. And I think that our show shows all of that. Season 2, I am fucking hilarious. Like, I give you guys my best stand-up comedian work ever, but season 2, I just think, I feel like you guys only got to get the surface of really who we are. There's so much more to each couple, each family. There's just so much more we can dive into, and DC is such a dynamic place, and I just feel like there's so many more stories we have to tell.
Okay, I don't want to misquote you referred to Quick as being the best that he is, or the whatever the wording. I'm sorry, I don't want to say it wrong, but him being the DJ is what he's best at. Thank you.
It's something what that is without thinking about it. Everything.
What is Ashley the best at?
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am good at a lot of stuff. Okay, all right. I had another interview earlier, and I said my mom has always told me I should have been a lawyer, and even until now, when people feel like I'm being mean, I'm not being mean. This is just my personality. I like to get to the bottom of everything. I'm gonna call shit out. I should have been a lawyer. Because talking shit is a skill, okay? And I do very well in that department. But no, other than that, I am a super creative person. We have events and parties and stuff all the time, and it's one of my favorite things to do is to just put an event together or put a party together, because it comes so effortlessly to me. And I just genuinely like to have a good time and like for other people to have a good time. I hate being bored. I hate sitting around. I hate boring people. So yeah, me being creative is probably my greatest talent.
Awesome. So your book, Do That Shit.
Yeah.
Why now? Why is that the title? Why did you feel the need to come out with this book?
Okay, the title, I had 2 titles. I had this title, and then I had a nicer title, an easier title. And then I was like, that's not me. Every time I would talk to somebody, like my mom, for example, she was like, no, you cannot have a book that says shit. I was like, I say shit a lot. You're lucky I don't say fuck, because I probably say that more. But, I was like, it's bold, it's in your face. And it's like I am. I'm super direct. And I had been toying around with the idea of putting the book out for many, many years. And I felt like people judged me. They assumed what they thought my life was like. They assumed who they thought I was. Now with the show, I'm like, people have gotten to see me. Now I don't have to walk into a room and think, oh, what are they going to think about me? Now y'all know exactly who y'all getting when I walk into the room. I don't have to I don't have to pretend or fake for anybody, because it's y'all know I'm in your face, I'm direct, that's what you're gonna get. Before I would be like, oh, I really didn't want to say too much. I'm like, because I'm gonna offend the shit out of somebody as soon as I open my mouth. I still will. But it's just who I am. And now I think from the show, people understand that a little bit more. And now it's a bigger audience and a bigger fan base. And I know that now people who get me, they get me. And then those who don't, they don't.
For sure. Fun Time Moms. Talk about that.
Fun Time Moms is my podcast with my best friend. It came out of a place of me and my girlfriends just talking about being moms, and we would have times where it would be like, my mom is here, and it was like, okay, let's just leave these kids in the house with their grandmother and leave and be like, fuck these kids. And sometimes you just need that. Like, and I feel like a lot of moms feel shame in feeling that sometimes. And it was like, no, moms deserve a place where they can just be them, where they aren't so-and-so's mom, where they're just Ashley or just Alicia or whatever your name is. And that's where that's what our podcast is a lot about. And then we do talk about how, coming from where we're from, how we're raising our kids and how our kids are really different from us and all of those things. So, and then we talk about pop culture, mothers, parents. Nick Cannon, thank you so much, because you have given me enough material to talk about for the rest of the year. So thank you, Nick.
What are your goals for the next 5 years, be it business, marriage, family?
Okay. My goals for the next 5 years is still be married to the same person. Okay. But for business, oh God, in 5 years, my kids will be fully grown. Jesus Christ. That to me is scary. So I can't even really think about that yet with that. My son will be 15 this year, so he'll be 20 in 5 years. That is very scary for me. But as far as business, I see myself, and I say like the hood's Oprah, but I feel like it's like Oprah mixed with like Ayanla. Like I want to like go around telling everybody to get their life together, like get your shit together. That's really what I want to do. So it's going to be more books, talk shows, conferences. I'm going to be everywhere on infomercials everywhere telling people to get their shit together, okay? Because I want more people to be who the fuck they are. I want people to own who they are. I want people to walk confidently in who they are. That is my goal for women, and every woman I talk to, I want them to be so secure in themselves. Like, so the hood's Ayanla meets Oprah.
Long stretch from Gutter Barbie, huh? Well.
Oh, you can buy a Gutter Barbie shirt on funtimemoms.com as well.
Okay, well, that kind of wraps up my questions and this interview on my half. I will say this again. I mean, I became a fan of you very quickly, and I just want to thank you for being unapologetically you. It is so great to see you on the screen. It's great to see your personality. I'm someone who has an aggressive nature as well. So it makes it it's pleasurable to see someone be that way with no filter and grace, and you're not doing it in a way that if you're offended, then that's on you. And you know, and I received that, and so I love to see you in that light, and I hope that we keep seeing you. I know that we will. You are no longer
fingers crossed for season 2, because we don't have official word yet, so fingers crossed, so you guys can hear me talk more crap on TV.
Of course. Well, we look forward to it. We're going to be rooting for you. And if not there, we'll see you somewhere, I'm sure.
You will. And don't forget, Saturday is the second part of our reunion.
All right. Anything else that you want to leave with your fans at all?
My book is out now. It's available for pre-order on my website, ashleybrittanysilva.com. It's also available on Barnes & Nobles and Amazon and Books A Million.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley, for taking the time, and good luck, okay?
Thank you so much. It was good meeting you.
Thank you.